Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. And this is Tag a Week, so this must be Wednesday. And this week is week 9, and the theme is A Night at the Movies. So it could be a movie that's important to you, your favorite movie, a movie you like, or a movie that you think would make a cool tag. Doesn't matter, whatever you want, but it's not movie as in, you know, just movie reels and film things and whatever. It's got to be an actual movie. Okay, so this week is week 9, so we're working on this page right here, and we'll leave that open and put it to the side. And just so you know, this week's PDF is just going to say collage images from a movie. So I'm sorry, I don't know what else to tell you. That's what we're going to do. This is our backing paper, so we can set this to the side for right now. And then this is my template for cutting corners and cutting corners. Ha! Anyway, let's see what corner. I think I like this one. Now, Miss P is able to hold it and cut it. I am not. So I just draw a line and then I flip it over, line it back up. Oh, and it says Tag of the Week uses this corner. And then draw a line here. And then we'll cut those. And that will give us our tag. Or our tag shape. This is light blue. I know it looks white, but it's light blue for the sky. I selected The Birds as my movie. I love that movie. Alfred Hitchcock. And so what we're going to do is I went online and I got these pictures of crows. Okay. They were the main birds in the movie. If you remember, they were the ones that gathered on the playground equipment. They were the ones that gathered on the telephone poles. They were the ones at the end of the movie that had gathered around the house. There were some other birds involved. There were sparrows. I looked this all up. There were sparrows and there were seagulls. And someone, the bird wrangler is what they call a person that handles the animals. It does the animals. Had actually, some of the birds were live. And so he had gathered up the crows and the sparrows and the seagulls and had actually trained them, I don't know how, to fly and swoop. So the only thing I can think of is he put something that they wanted to eat and then got them to swoop at it, you know, somewhere. Anyway, a lot of them were animated. So what I've got here is an image from Wikipedia, which is the movie poster. And then I also found this image on Wikipedia, and I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me hold it up. It's a phone booth with the glass all broken out and blood inside. Yay me. I'm such a cheerful person. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the movie poster on here. Then we're going to put the phone booth down here so that we can still see the birds. The words, the birds. Everybody's heard about the bird. Anyway, bird is the word for today. And that's my crazy song reference and my really bad joke for the video. So, we're going to put this on here, and then I've got these birds, and we're going to put the blackbirds on here, but we're going to also put them all the way up. We're going to put them in the sky. We're going to, let's see, that one's flying that away. So we're going to put him here. If we put this in the center, maybe we'll put it in the center. If we put it in the center, then we can have birds kind of sticking off the tag a little bit, which I think would be kind of cool. So we're going to put a bunch of the birds on here, circling around. like so. That's our tag. Okay, we're going to try to use some of the smaller ones too. Maybe we'll use those in the background because they would be farther away, maybe. Maybe. We don't know. I just know that I love this movie and there were a bunch of crows in it. Oh, on a side note, where I live near Seattle has the largest murder of crows in the state of Washington. And every morning and every night they fly over my apartment building. And so, oh, thank you, Cassie. So they fly in the exact same pattern when they come home. When they go out in the morning, they all go out whenever. But when they come in at night, they fly in big V-shaped formations like they were geese. And I find it so interesting. And you can sit outside and it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes for like almost an hour. Birds will be coming in groups, coming back. It's so interesting. Anyway, let's glue this on here. Make sure our phone booth is going to fit. Yep. Make sure our picture's straight. Nope. Okay. Okay, this is the first movie that Tippi Hedren was in. Very first movie. That's why it says, and introducing Tippi Hedren. Rod Taylor, Jessica Tandy, who I love, and Suzanne Plachette, who I liked too in the Bob Newhart show, was in this movie. Were in this movie. Unfortunately, their names are going to get covered up, except for Tippi. Wonder what her real name was. You know what I mean? Like if that was short for what? You know what I mean? Or if it really was Tippi, which it just seems to me like maybe she was a wealthy girl and had one of those, you know, Buffy, Tippi, whatever nicknames. I'm just wondering and guessing. Let's see if we move that up a little bit. Can't believe I found that picture of a phone booth. It's so crazy. Now, I inked these birds in black because there was just enough white around them when Scan and Cut them out. I'm not really sure why. Let's lay them down where we want them to go first. Let's get a couple of these smaller ones. The bigger ones are going to be closer. You know, we could make them come in a circle like this, getting bigger and bigger. And then have big ones come in this way too. Let's see, maybe this one flying at her. I like that. It looks like they're circling around over her head. So let's do this one. This is going to be a short video for you guys. Probably me yakking is going to be longer than the actual gluing and doing of the tag. But I still think, and then this morning when I was going to the dentist, because I always go at 7 a.m. and the time just changed. So the crows were out and I was thinking about this tag and how I was going to do it. And all of a sudden, all I heard were a bunch of crows flying overhead. It was really funny. Or disconcerting, either one. Depends on how you look at it. And I'm just not paying attention to the brown ones that are on there. I'm going to put some down by the phone booth. Maybe I should save that little bitty one for down there. Do this one here. And that one there. Okay, so we'll do this one coming in from here. Along with this one. Maybe just this one. Maybe this one could be coming in this way. Don't really want to cover Alfred. And the saying here says, and remember, the next scream you hear may be your own. Ah. You gotta love it. If I could have thought of a way, I probably would have done another Hitchcock movie, like maybe like Rear Window or Vertigo. I don't know. I love them all of them, every single one. See, I wish the picture I used was from of the crows, like I said, was from Google, and it was copyright free. I checked, clicked on the link instead of just saving the picture from the Google thing, and you didn't even have to give attribution. So, however, the a lot of the crows all kind of fly in the same direction. Oh, I could look up here. I've got some that I haven't inked. I've got this other bigger one. I think I'll put him there. And that's this one. Let's put him there. Let's take this one out. I don't like his body shape very well. Let's use him. Forgot to ink that one. I'm trying to make the white that was around there when my scanning cut it out into a kind of a gray, like a shadow. That one I glued. This one I haven't. I like this, even though it's not hard. It's still fun. Oops, we don't want to cover up the words. I mean, we can cover up a little bit, but as long we have to be able to read it, in my mind. In my perverted little attack the lady with the blackbird or the crow's mind. And they weren't blackbirds, they were crows. Okay. So I think that'll work. I think that's what I wanted to do. Excuse me. We've got the effect of the birds around the phone booth and the birds around her head. And then we've got Alfred Hitchcock here saying, and remember, the next scream you hear may be your own. We've got Tippy. We've got the title. So I think we've covered the idea of the movie. It would have been nice if I could have put something else down here, but I'm not really sure what it would have been. I don't know, some playground equipment or something like that to finish off the collage. But you know what I could do? I could put one more bird here so it isn't just this blue square in the corner. Because we've covered everything else, so we might as well put a bird here too. Why not? There we go. That fixed that. They're all flying at the window. There's no way to really show it other than them being kind of in a circle around it. So that's what I've done. So here's our extra birds. Now we're going to get our backing paper. Oh, do I want to put a ribbon on this? No. No, I don't. I could have used my little bitty Tim Holtz stapler to staple a little bitty staple to put on a faux black ribbon, but I don't think I will. I think I will. Leave it like it is. I have a bad habit of starting a sentence and finishing it in my head. Maybe you guys can hear it in there. Sometimes I wonder, can people hear my thoughts? No, I'm kidding. You guys know I'm nuts, but I'm not quite that nuts. Which is totally not PC to say. Okay, let's try to get this somewhere close to the center. I lightly inked around this in black, except I forgot to do this. Once I cut it, there we go. I had a bigger image of the poster and a smaller image of the phone booth. I was going to put the smaller image, and then I didn't, and then I was going to put the larger one, and I was going to put the birds all over it, but then I printed out the smaller one, and it looked better. I just I resized these on my computer, and for the posters and the phone booth, so that I could decide what size I wanted to use. Okay, so let's put this in on page 9. Wasn't very hard, was it? Guys, get a break this week. Movies. A night at the movies. Remember, the next scream you hear might be your own. I like it. It took me forever to notice that. I didn't even see that it was there. Trying to decide whether straight or little squiggles gives me more ink along the edge. I think these little squiggles. Okay, so let's put it right side up in our book. That's always good. And I realize it's white backing paper on white paper, but that's okay. It still gives us that framed look. If I can get it on there straight anyway. There we go. So you can see the border of where the white paper is glued onto the book. So that gives us our image of our illusion of our frame. Well, it's not an illusion, it is a frame. I better do this. My fingers aren't the cleanest. All right. So there we go. So there's our tag. The birds from the movie The Birds. It's all gone to the birds. Let's get this straightened up here. Okay, there's our tag. So that's our video. And I will see you in the next video. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.